Well, hello. I'm having some issues this morning. I got logged out of Facebook from eCam and I can't get back in. So give me a minute. Let's see. Checking to see that I'm live on YouTube. And I am. Let me turn down my volume. I'm going to see if I can share the link from YouTube. Copy that. Facebook. So give me one moment, please. All right, let me type something in here and let everyone on Facebook know. I'm having technical difficulties with Facebook. I'm live on YouTube, so please join me there if possible. Okay, we'll see if that works. So I can move my iPad now. I think I got logged into Facebook under my Passionate About Scrapbooking page, but it's not recognizing it as a page for some reason. So it is what it is. So welcome to Make It Monday Live with Pamela. I will be sharing a 12 by 12 scrapbook page today using the new Stampin' Up green and gold suite. I have some of my projects here or pieces prepared. And let's see here. All right, just making sure. So I've sent the message on Facebook. I'm live on YouTube. And let's get busy. Let's see here. Let me see what that is. Another one. So let me get back to, there we go. All right, so say hello if you're joining me. Let me look at comments. Would love to know who's watching, where you're viewing from. If you've been following me for a little while, you'll know that I was gone for the past week. I did not go live. I was on vacation with my husband. He took a full week off of work. So we went and spent a couple of days with my mom. While I'm sharing, I'm going to be cutting these photos. So just FYI. And then we came back home for a couple of days. Then we went on a trip, just the two of us. Good morning, Lisa. Whoops, I don't need it scored. Then we went on a trip to Florida. So we left Tuesday night, drove to San Antonio, and flew out early Wednesday morning. We flew into Orlando, Florida, and then spent the day driving, doing some sightseeing and so forth. And we ended up in Vero Beach, Florida. I'd been there back in 2019 in Orlando for a John Maxwell certification for the John Maxwell team. I think I got that one a little crooked, but that's okay. Spent like a week there, and we spent one day, a friend and myself, traveling to like Cape Canaveral, Cocoa Beach, Melbourne, and then Vero Beach is as far as we got down to. And I've been wanting to take Jeff back there this whole time. So we finally bit the bullet and did it. So super excited that we got to do that. Had a wonderful trip, though it was incredibly humid. So felt for this Texas girl, felt super hot. Though it was just in the lower 90s, I think. Mostly, but it was crazy hot. So, and we didn't really get any sun. We were there Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, left early Saturday morning to head back home. And we didn't really get any sun until Friday. So, what do we do on Saturday? I don't know. Anyways, I'll be scrapbooking about all that coming up very shortly. I just ordered the shell stamp set. I don't remember what it's called. If it's, I want to say Summer Wishes, but I'm not 100% sure that's what it's called. I'd been wanting it, but it had been out of stocks, but I just closed out a party and ordered it, so I should get it this week. So probably next Monday I'll start scrapbooking some of that. I just have one more to do, so I'm going to go ahead and get this done. I may have to clean it up a little bit because I'm not really measuring. So I've cut all these photos to 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. So I'm going to have some mats for those. And some of them are going to be 3 by 3 photos as well. So just FYI. And I'll have a story to share about that. I'll give you a little info. Okay, but before we do that, let's talk a little bit about the collection that I'm using and what's happening right now. So we're at the end of July, and we are wrapping up our bonus days. So I'll put that over here so you can kind of see. So the whole month of July have been bonus days. So when you place an order, for every $50 you spend the month of July, you earn a $5 coupon. So it's a great, fabulous deal. So that will wrap up on Wednesday, July 31st. So if you haven't gotten your orders in to earn your coupons, be sure you do that before July 31st. And Stampin' Up will email you your codes, your coupons, and it'll have a little code. So you'll need to save those, either print them out or just save them in a folder or something in your email, or search them up when you're ready to use them. Anyhow, in the month of August, you can redeem those coupons when you place an order. And then here is I have a new July host code. This will go through toward the end of August, but it's different than my previous one because I closed that one out. I had to close it out a couple of days ago. Let me share with you. Let's see, copy link. I'm going to share with you that link to that host code if you just need a quick link to my website. There is that. Poor cats. I had to put Pumpkin away in the other room. And now I hear Noel. I'm afraid to let him out because he's going to be all over the table. He gets up here, I put him down. He gets up here, I put him down. It's just constant. All right, so there's that July host code and link. And I think that's it on there. If you have any questions about that, feel free to comment and let me know. And then this is the suite, the collection that I'll be using today. I've used this for the past, well, not last week because I didn't go live at all, but the maybe the 2 previous Mondays, I used the Season of Green and Gold. I just called it Green and Gold in the description, but it's Season of Green and Gold. And it has this beautiful, absolutely beautiful 12 by 12 specialty designer series paper. It has some gold foil in it. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? And then the back is, old olive and mossy meadow, maybe with a little bit of garden green in here too. And I've used those colors, or plan on using those colors, in our page today. There is some vellum here. I did cut out some, I'll bring those products in. I did cut out a bunch of pieces yesterday using the dies. So I've got a little bit of that vellum in there as well that I cut. And then some in cardstock. So I did all these so I would have pieces ready to make my clusters. And then these are the featured stamp set and thin cuts. So we've got, not thin cuts, sorry, dies. Greetings of the season. So this is particularly for the holidays. Then you have these awesome dies over here that coordinate with them. Then you've got the Golden Greenery, which has a lot of the icons, I guess is the word I'm looking for, in the pattern paper, the designer series paper. And then you've got, so there's the stamps, and these are the dies that come with it. So I cut quite a few of those. I didn't do any bells, but I might do that. We'll see. I gotta put these over kind of to the side where, let me see, I'm gonna get a little bit straighter on my table, and then let me do a little bit of maneuvering here, and then I'll move that over. Okay, so I've got my Versamats on here so that I can do my 12 by 12 scrapbooking. All right, and to finish off, there are all the items that coordinate with this. There are some adhesive backed berries, little dots in clear and cherry cobbler. They actually call it pearl. And then there is some vanilla ribbon. I have not used the vanilla ribbon yet, so I don't know if I will today. I did grab some of the silver and gold, so I've got gold trim here. So I have that close at hand to do some embellishing. So you can purchase, just FYI, you can purchase all this individually. There's just 1 or 2 things you like, or you can do a bundle here to get everything included. So you'll just use that code. There's also a QR code. I don't know if you can pick that up on the live or not. But let me put that away and out of the way. And we will get busy creating. So again, if you're watching, say hello. Unfortunately, I'm not over on Facebook today, but I've shared it to Facebook, so it is what it is. I'll have to figure that out later. I just didn't have time to figure out what the problem was. So, all right, so I'm going to tap down I'm using French vanilla cardstock. That was close to my heart since I don't have any of the very vanilla at the moment. I have the 8.5 by 11, just not the 12 by 12. Let me take my photos. I'll share more about what I'm scrapbooking here shortly, but let's get busy creating. I am using a Make It From the Heart Volume 6 pattern. I've done that for the past 2 pages layouts as well. So I think it was the first and second Mondays. And it may have been was trying to remember if I did 3 or 2, because I thought we had 5 Mondays in July, but not 100% sure. It's always a long month when you have, yeah, there's 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not sure I can't remember. I have to go back and look. It's been a long month. Lots has happened in July that really wasn't in our plans. So things got a little wild and crazy. But now, hopefully I can get back into a routine, and school will be starting in just a little over 2 weeks. All right, so I'm going to lay these out. I think I have them in the order I want to put them in here. This particular pattern also had like a piece of colored cardstock as the base, and then you put down this. But since I didn't really have 12 by 12 colored cardstock, I'm just using the French vanilla. Okay, there's kind of what we're going to be doing. Now I've got to let the dog out, and then I'll figure out the placement of it in 1 second. There you go, lady. Just a second, I'm gonna grab my coffee too. Alrighty, so I really like this particular pattern because it allows you to use a lot of paper, but small, like scraps of paper. All right. And I'm going to go for so I'll show you. This is a card that I created back in June, I believe. So I cut some of those pieces like that. So I may do something kind of similar in my clusters. We'll see. So that's going to be kind of my inspiration for this one. And then just to give you an idea, I'll talk about the photos just real quick. So let me go kind of get in the order maybe of, I guess I had them pretty much like that. I think I have a couple more photos over there I got to grab because I had a photo of Jeff and I. This is down, okay, so if you haven't been watching me, I live in Fredericksburg, Texas. So that is in the middle of the Texas Hill Country, and it's an absolute beautiful little town. We're turning into a little city. We have so much building going on, but we are known for our Main Street, primarily with shopping up and down Main Street. It's an old German town, and then as you go out, we have like 3 connecting highways. There's 16, 290, and 87. 87 is what we live on. We live out toward, like, you're headed out to San Antonio. 290 is what Main Street is on, and Main Street includes shopping, restaurants, wineries. The further you go out on 290 east, it's exploding with wineries. And then 16 is really just kind of, it goes, I guess, north and south and takes you down to the interstate, the same as 87 does. So anyways, about from Thursday to Sunday, our town explodes, our little town does. And at Christmas time, I think it's right about Thanksgiving, they start the Fredericksburg Christmas Nights of Lights. So I think it was this past Christmas. I'm going to look right now at Yeah, so just this past December 6th is what these photos are from. I just impromptu decided to head into town around the time Jeff got off of work. We hadn't even discussed this or talked about it, and asked him on the way up there, told him that I was going to Main Street to the market plots where they were doing the Nights of Lights. So he got off work. He lives north of town, and he met me there. And so you can see right here, that's before the lights all went on. So every night at like 6 o'clock, I think it was, they turn the lights on. So for the tourists, it's not just one night like a lot of cities. They do it every night past Christmas, I think, or up to Christmas. And then they just turn the lights on. I have video of it, them doing the countdown and turning the lights on. And then we walked down to our favorite restaurant. When you do that, you walk past the fire station, and they had it lit up. So I took a photo of that. And then we went down to Hondo's, which is our favorite restaurant, and had some drinks and dinner. I'm going to grab my other photos. I have a couple more over here I forgot about. Because I did get a picture of the two of us right there. And then there's a nativity scene as well. And then there was our dinner. So I got pictures of our drinks and then our dinner. And I think we had, I'm not even sure what that was. I guess it was burgers is what we ended up having that night. So let me cut those just real quick. So we had a lovely evening, impromptu date night. Those are usually some of the best ones. And then did a few of our favorite things. So if you're ever in the area, especially during the holidays, that is a must-see, is the Nights of Lights. And again, I think you can go to, you can look it up online when it actually goes live, but it's usually right toward the end of November around Thanksgiving. That's kind of when, yeah, the holidays kick off for everybody. So I think I will need to cut here in just a little bit a few mats that are 3x4s and 3x3s, but we'll do that in a minute because I hadn't really decided what color I want my mats yet. All right, so there's all my photos. A few of these I've got to cut down again to 3x3s. So they're all 3x3, 3x4. Okay, adhesive. I'm still waiting on my order for my Stampin' Seal. But, all right, so I'm curious. Good morning, Debbie. Hope you're feeling better. I kept getting all worried and concerned that I was like, oh, I hope I don't get sick when I get back from Florida too. So Debbie went to Florida the week before I went to Florida, in different parts of Florida, but anyways, I tried to take my vitamin C and stay healthy. All right, so in the pattern that I'm using, they put all these like butted up against each other, but they are, as you can see, they're kind of, I think I kind of like that actually. I think it's going to be good. Because I might end up like drawing a line around here so it kind of looks like it's on another piece of paper, or it just gives it a border because the original pattern is a border. So I think I'll just do it like this. That'll keep everything tight on both sides. And just to give you a little bit of styling tips, I guess. That's the only word that's coming to mind at the moment. I tried to go like heavy, dark to lighter as I went in like this. Now you might think that's heavier than this, but I just wanted that pattern, that hero paper is what we called it with Close to My Heart, to be on the outside, and then it just kind of goes into, because this is your focal point and it's drawing you in. So that was my thought process on that. And then I wanted to incorporate a little bit of the gold foil in there too. So that's gold foil. This one is gold foil as well. So it adds a little sparkle. This one's not. It's actually, I think, I'm not sure if it's the Mossy Meadow or the Old Olive. It's kind of hard for me to tell. Okay, so I have some measurements here. These are all 1.5 inches width-wise, and then length-wise, they're all a little bit different. There's some that are 9.5, some that are 10, and some that are 10.5. So I think I cut them after I arranged them, so I should have them all on there properly. So it's showing I need to be about, I've got my long distance contacts in, so it's a little harder for me to see. 1.25 down and 3/4 from the edges. So I'm going to start on this side, and we'll just tack this down. I might do some splattering around the edges, or I might just keep it super clean. I haven't decided yet. So we'll start with 1.25 by 3/4. So 1.25. And again, I'm just kind of eyeballing it just to get started. Once we get started, it'll be a little bit easier. And I think that's straight. I hope. Let me see. Once I get it. Let me just, before I tape things down, I'm just gonna I think it's off a little bit. So give me a second. Get up under there. Oh, I'm sorry you're not feeling good. The heat on the east coast of Florida was treacherous. It was rough. And I didn't know. Someone told me that June and July are not the best times to go visit Florida. That's when it's the hottest. It's like, well, now we know. So I'm kind of in the back of my mind thinking we might go again like toward the end of January when my birthday is. That would be fun, but we'll see. We may find something else to do. All right, so C is 1.5 inches down. So about a 1/2 inch. No, yeah. Actually, just about a 1/4 inch. Because this is 1.25, this is 1.5. So let's just do 1.25. So 1/4 inch right there. And then we will just keep working down here. And then this opposite side will be identical, just reversed. This one is 3/4 of an inch. So we'll go about right there. And you can also, you can just see that it's, this probably was the 10.5 inch piece right there. All right. So funny that I was actually looking forward to, let me look real quick. Yeah. To getting back to Texas, to the Texas heat. And then we got home and it was like 80 degrees. It was wonderful. Oh. All right, so this one is 1 inch. So that is about, let me look and see. I feel like this one, one second. I need to bring this one down a little bit more. So really, I think I'm just going to, actually it was supposed to be up a little higher, but oh, I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm kind of looking, okay, this one's going to come down a little bit lower, I believe. We're going to drop it down to 1 3/4, so it's going to be about like that. Should look over here because I can see it better. You want about a 1/4 inch below this one. Okay. All right, so what else is there to talk about? Ah, you went to the Gulf Shores in Alabama. Yeah. Oh, cool. Okay, I want to see your professional pictures. Good deal. All right, and then this one is, let me see, it's 1 inch. It's about right. And I'm going to flip it around here. All right, so it's just up and down, and we'll do the same thing over here. And once you get the paper down, then it's really just mats and embellishing. So let me, what did I say, 3/4 of an inch and a 1/4, 1 1/4. It's about like that. I just have to get this first one pretty straight. It just gets funny and gets hard with this angle. So let me look and see how it looks. Whoops. On this other side. Okay, I think that's pretty good. All right, let's do, look at that beautiful paper. All right, this one goes about, I'm just gonna copy what's over on the left side. I'm gonna put this away because I keep trying to grab it. Those are just the dots holding my paper down. All right, so this is the last Monday of July. So as I said earlier, I think I'll have my, I think it's called Summer Wishes. It's got seashells in it. I just saw a stamp set with turtles in it that now I'm thinking I want to, even though we didn't see turtles. In a second, I'm going to do it like I did the other side. We saw lots of signs talking about leaving the turtles alone. So this one is about like that. So next Monday, I've been wanting to use the, there's Country Woods, and I don't remember the other brand or the other DSP. Country Woods, I think, is the one that I want to use for our beach pictures. So I'll start using those. I feel like that one's down a little bit further. It's close enough. All right, so there we go. I think this one's, I put this one down a little too far. Let me pull it up. So I did try to be careful while we were on vacation to not be online much at all, and kept trying to put my phone away. They're so addictive. It's so crazy. But I did pretty good. I did try, I had my phone for taking photos, but tried to stay off social media as much as possible. Of course, with everything going on in the world right now, it was kind of difficult because we did want to kind of keep up with what was happening. All right, so this is how kind of what I'm thinking. We'll see. I'll probably leave it like that. I like the sign because it's going this way, there. A couple of these are going to need to be trimmed down to the 3x3. These are supposed to be 3x3s. I think I might put the picture of Jeff and I down here. For right now, I'm thinking like kind of a progression is how I'm kind of looking at the pictures. I might do that like a 3x3. So this is alternating. It goes 3x4, 3x3, 3x4. Our food and drinks might go somewhere in here. I might have one. I think I'm going to have one extra photo, so I got to decide. I do want that one. I think that's pretty cool. I think I'll do this up here. Maybe food down there. This is up walking to the restaurant. This was after the restaurant. And then we definitely need a picture. I think I'm going to do this one up here and this one right here. And that one, trying to decide. I think I'm going to do this one because of the lights on the tree, and I already have a picture of the tree right here. So, and I'm going to have to do some research and for my journaling to tell you what the names of some of these things are, because we have some special. I didn't get a close-up picture of the wooden windmill thing. It's a German windmill type thing that rotates. I didn't get a close-up of that this time. I have some from previous years. But okay, so that's kind of my photo layout. I'll do a title right here, maybe some journaling underneath. I could totally do some flip-flaps on here if I wanted to, add some hidden journaling or something. I don't know. I probably won't do that right now. And then there is a space for title and journaling right down here. And my journaling just needs to be probably primarily about our date night. But I might do a flip-flap and pull something off of one of the Fredericksburg websites to give a little history about all of this. Now, the country woods, it's not really beach themed, but the colors in it, along with some of the, like the shells, summer wishes, I think, I need to probably look it up and know for sure, I've seen some gorgeous stuff done with that for beach theme. So that's what I'm planning on doing. Okay, so let's figure out, I need some mats, and maybe I just want to do some vanilla. I'm not positive on that yet. Let me cut a little bit. Let me do a 3x4. I was also kind of thinking about doing gold. So let's do 4 inches. And 3. Let's do one. Do a couple. I'll just cut a couple of these real quick before I do all of them. And let me do one that's 3x3. Actually, how about I do for this side of the page, and we can determine, since we have a lot of green going on, I wanted to do a contrasting color. So I need 2 3x4s and 2 3x3s. So I think that will work. And then I also need to cut these photos real quick down to 3x3s. This one, I want to, I don't know that I care if I have the, let me see where it goes. I think I'll do it right there. It's okay, I'm cutting the Christmas tree out. I want the focal to be on those trees right there because we got the Christmas tree here. I think that'll work. I'm not sure that's 3x3 though. Let's see here. Oh, it can't be 3x3. It's got to be 2 3/4. Sorry. That's why it doesn't look square. There we go. So let me fix that one. Let me do, because I want that building right there still in there. There's a special name for it that I cannot recall at the moment, so that's where I'll have to do my, I think that's gonna work. I'll have to do my research. I want this down here, that up here. And I think I'll go ahead and get photos laid down and then we'll do all the embellishing. So I think that'll be good because I'm going to have a lot going on with doing clusters and things. So let's commit to that. Okay, so my photos cut 2 3/4 square. And then my mats are 3x3s right here. So I can get that. I'm just going to get it as straight as I can. Just visually, it's not exactly, because I didn't try real hard on my. All right, I'm going to go ahead and layer these down. So I've got in about, let's see here. No, it doesn't really say. We're going to say about a 1/4 inch. I'm just eyeballing it. So okay, so that's where I'm going to put that one. And then this is just like an 1/8 of an inch is what it said in between. I'm not going to put them quite as close, but there we go. Okay. So if you're joining me, apparently you're probably just joining me on YouTube since I couldn't get logged in through my eCam into Facebook. It logged me out while I was gone for some reason. So thank you for joining me over here. Please say hello. Let me know you're here. And we'll just keep going. So let's see here. So I feel like do it way over here. There's a lot of space. I'm going to spread this out a little bit where I have about maybe 1/2 inch and is up a little bit higher right there. So I'm also just kind of following, looking at these patterns in the paper to And I've got to decide what I want my title to be. I feel like Nights of Lights is really long. So if you have any suggestions, let me know. I have a few ideas maybe going around, and I thought about cutting it using, if I can find them, some of my new alphabet letters, the a la mode. Pull that out. So I want just something, I don't want to really do Christmas because this was earlier in December. So, and I might just say date night. That might be, and I can do a little impromptu. I can print that out above it. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think so. All right. So let's cut some more mats real quick. We've got, so your 12 by 12 paper, you can get 4 strips cut at 4 by 4 or 4. So it makes 4 by 12 strips. And then I'm going to cut these at 3 inches. And then I can cut them down. How many do I need? I need 1, 2, 3 that are 3 by 4 for this right side page. And then this one I'm just going to turn and do at 3 inches. Okay. And then this one, let's just trim it down to 3 by 3. That'll make it easier. 3 inches. Poor little pumpkin's meowing. He wants out so bad, but it just kind of, I was trying to prepare for this today, and he was all over the place, you know, and he won't just come up here and sit. He's got to swipe at everything and try to get a hold of everything. And I was like, yeah, that's not working for me right now. Okay, so 3 3 by 3s and 3 3 by 4s. I think that's, got that taken care of, but I do have to cut a few pictures. So this one's gonna be 2 1/4. Let me kind of look at it and see if I got it pretty close. Let me see if I can trim off just a sliver, maybe a little bit, and see if I can get that centered in. So like right there. And this will be 2 3/4 square. And then this one's going to be a 3 by 4. Trying to decide, maybe I want, really rather this be a 3 by 3, so I'm going to move that up here, this down here, and then I think like that. That'll just have to, yeah. And that'll be with the zigzag. That'll be good to have our photo up there. All right, so this one needs to be 3 or 2. So I've got to cut a little bit down here. I'm going to do it right there. Maybe a little bit more. Two 3/4. And of course, then that makes this one. I didn't even think about that. 3 by 4. All right, let's see if I can get us. I'll probably cut, yeah, I'll just have to cut it down. Maybe cut it like right there. You can still see the lights. That'll be fine. That'll work. There we go. All right. I should be done with most of my cutting there. Let's do our mats and go ahead and put these down as I'm doing them. This one needs to be pretty much level with this one, kind of at the same. Let's see here, maybe I can tell. I think that's pretty good. Maybe down just a tad. So I need a 3x4. Okay, so has anyone like done any Christmas scrapbooking or Christmas cards for this month of July? For Christmas in July, I'm curious. All right, and then this one about right there. Oops. I think I need to straighten that up a little, just a tad. Whoops. Pull it up completely. All right, there's that one. Now let's do. Okay, so if you feel like your paper behind it is too busy, just know that you're going to be covering up quite a bit of it. So it would be a good idea, and that's what I did here, is to do a combination of patterns and solids, so cardstock. So that's going to go up this way. There, that's going to be lined up here. I want it to go all the way across. I'm going to barely tap that down so I can do this one real quick. See how far I need to spread them out. They're all ends up kind of making a grid all the same size. I think I'll bring it over that way about like that. Let's see if I'm getting, I think that's pretty straight. I'm going to pop this one up just a tiny bit and center it. So probably have about 3/8 of an inch in between them maybe. And here. So I had no idea. I knew I wanted to do another Christmas layout, but I had no idea what I wanted to scrapbook about because I'd mentioned previously that I might have all my Christmas, actual Christmas, like December 24th, 25th, most of it, a majority of it, scrapbooked. Okay, so this might need to go up. I'm going to bring, no, don't want to do that really. So I think I'll just not worry about it being, actually I might be able to. Sorry, I'm just talking to myself. Because it does show in the pattern to all be flush. I didn't realize I didn't have that down yet. So let me do that one. So yeah, I think you can make it. I may have to move some things just a tiny bit to make it all straight. I feel like I'm a little off. This one feels a little off too. So all these patterns and everything, it's like, okay. It looks like it needs to come down a tiny bit, smidge. And okay, so see how it's all in like a rectangle right here? Doesn't have to be, but That's just how the pattern is. All right, so there's the basic design of the page. Let's, what did I say, date night? Let's do, I gotta decide what color cardstock. I need something that's gonna pop off of here. So I've got these. I think that'll work just perfect right there. I think I can squeeze in date night right in there. With my, I guess I'll go this way this time. Pull out my cut and emboss. I should be able to get most of this cut in 1 or 2 swipes, I think. I'm going to need, let's see here. I either need to bring in like probably some pecan pie. I think that'll pop off the title, because I think if I do any greens, it's just gonna blend in too much. I could do this one over here, but I feel like the pecan pie is in the bells right there, that I could go with that. Let me see if I have any scraps of pecan pie. Kind of thought I did, but I'm not sure. It may be in another. So give me 1 second while I search through my scraps. Got one mainly of cardstock, and then one, these are my scraps of the, I think there is a little bit of pecan pie down in here. I can see it. Let me just find it. It may not be very much. All right, so I've got that. I think I'm gonna have to grab some more though. And kind of look through here. I just like to use up my scraps before I dig into another full piece. So I still have lots of paper after creating these 3 or 4 pages, whatever I ended up doing. Give me 1 second, looking at some more of my scraps. There we go. See? I just have a Ziploc bag in my scrap box of cardstock for my Stampin' Up. And this one's going to fit just perfect. So I'm going to use this piece. And we're just going to put out, set it here so you can kind of see it. So sometime this week, I'm going to do like a recap, I think, of all the pages that I've made, all the projects I've made. I think probably since the beginning of June when I started the lives. All right, so date. With an E. I need to transfer these letters and numbers over to some magnetic sheets, but I may have run out. Date night. So see if we can get it all. I'll move these so I'm not wasting paper, but G. Yeah, I'm gonna be able to. So I'm kind of liking now that they have a few of the letters. They have more than one. All right, so there's date night. I'm gonna line that up somewhat right up here so I'm not wasting too much paper. I can get them super close. I may be able to get them all on this one line. I think I am going to. Okay. All right, that's good enough. Then I need my, which it might be right here. Let me see here. Oh, there's my other plate. Okay, so I'm gonna just lay that down on there, try to keep it, there we go. That should work. Oops, and of course, there we go. I'm still not very good at this. See if I can keep it down and not moving. There we go. Pretty tight. There we go. That should take care of that. So then I think what I'll do, as I mentioned a minute ago, is I may bring that out again to do a tag or something, but right now let's just do this. But with my computer, I'll just, when I do my journaling, I think I will do, I'll print out a little square that says in impromptu date night. I did put that on my, one of my Instagram stories. I do remember doing, and it saved it on my, in my photos, so. Okay, don't know if I got everything out of there. Let's see. I think so. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just going to set these aside and I'll put them away in just a bit. This is another one of those things Pumpkin would get into. I think I need that. Okay, I think I have all my letters. Guess we'll find out pretty quickly. All right, so here those are. I think I'm straight here still. So date, night. Once I have the title down, then it's really just embellishing. So I'm trying to see if that's, I guess it's gonna see it enough. I'm trying, let's lay it out first and then decide what I want to do. If I want to put a strip of paper down or not, I might want to, just so it pops off better. Okay. Because like right here, it's not crazy about the way that's looking, but all right, date night. I think that might work. I think I'll just leave it like that. And I'm going to work my way in that way, I think. Just going to get an idea of how far I want them apart. Okay, I think that'll work. Okay, so I need my adhesive. I'm going to use the liquid glue on this. I need my tweezers, which I saw, there we go. They're inside my little tray of embellishments. So let's just get this down. I'm gonna have to get this started. It's been a week. Yep, it's been 10 days actually, I think, since I created anything. A week ago Friday. Okay, I think it's coming out. Again, I've got my long distance contacts in. I have 2 sets of contacts. So when I was driving for Bevan, all right, I'm gonna have to switch this since I'm right-handed. Okay, here we go. I'm just gonna put it down right there. So I'm struggling a little bit with reading stuff right now. Get that. Probably gonna have to get this filled up here pretty quick. I'm clogged. Let's see here. I think. Just 1 second, please. Or I'm empty. All right, let me get my silicone mat over here. We're gonna change it up. There we go. Okay, so I think I can just do some adhesive this way then. It won't stick to the silicone. I think I might actually like that better. Might need to be spaced out a little bit more. Okay. So now I need to decide, I think it depends. I haven't looked at my UPS notifications to see exactly when I think I have 2 different orders coming in, small orders. One has my Summer Wishes stamp set in it. I don't even remember. And then the other one I think has my adhesive. But I've got to decide what I'm going to be creating on Wednesday for Story and Sketch. If I get my shell stamp set in, I'll probably use it. I'll probably do something from our vacation. If not, I'm not sure yet what I'll be. It'll be the last day of July. So my Story and Sketch, if you're not familiar with that, live on Wednesday, is where I do an 8.5 by 11 page. I want to, one second. I'm trying to make sure I get this straight. So let me get my T-ruler. So I usually pick a photo or two. I can do more, but just a little story that I wouldn't normally scrapbook on a 12 by 12. You know, sometimes you just have one photo, or it's just or not very many, maybe not one, but maybe 2 or 3 photos. And you need a little smaller canvas. So that's where the 8.5 by 11s, I've really enjoyed doing those pages with special little moments, memories. Okay, so this T-ruler is one that I got through close to my heart, just FYI. I think you can find similar ones elsewhere. I'll have to look and see if I can find one on Amazon. Maybe I can link it for you. All right, I think that's gonna work. And maybe right up here I'll put impromptu date night. Or I could do it right here above there. So that'll be after the live. I'll finish that up with my journaling. Okay, I think that'll work. Something cool, something else that would be cool, and I'll look into it. I may cut these in French vanilla. Again, the letters, and then layer them over, and it'll give like a shadow effect, and maybe pop that off a little bit more, but I'm not doing that right now. Okay, so now I've got all these beautiful embellishments. Look at these. Oh, aren't they pretty? I just love this. Let me show you these. I love the detail that are in these. Okay, I did a few in white as well. So like those, and then I've got, this is from some of the vellum. And then this is two. These are actually images that you can use the dies to cut them out with. So I'm gonna probably do some journaling right here. So I've got to kind of decide how I want. I'm gonna lay out some random pieces so we can kind of see what happens as I kind of do something similar on both ends. Let me find all the pieces I want. That one's a little bit bigger. Maybe this one I want down here. This one up here. And then I'm just going to lay them out and then I'll position them. I need a dark, so something. Maybe one of these. And I need this to anchor to something, so I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do with that. What do I need over here? I need this. With a cluster. It can come out from underneath the photo over here as well. Ooh, I forgot that I did some of these too. Yes. Okay, that's good. And what else do I need over here? Anything? I've got that, that, and that. I need maybe, I did some in vellum and some in, all right. So those are my main clusters right there. So then, and actually I may, I don't know if I want it up here. I think I'm just gonna do a zigzag like that. So I could do a little bit of something, let's see, I want to bring in a little bit of this garden green, so it could be over here somewhere. I think I did do these in French vanilla too. Let me just see what I have left to use. I do need some, like I said, something to, I might need to cut like a circle, and which I can do. And maybe a little one of these. I could do season's greetings. It's the most wonderful time of the year, but that's going to be kind of big. Let me look and see. But that's a good one. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Let me find it on here. Is that it? Yeah. That may be good up there. Like maybe a circle. And then what can I put? And maybe I'll just do, I can do a circle with that here, and then maybe a tag, or these maybe, that's where my journaling will go on, and it'll anchor this down here. So I think I might do that. I might do a couple of these like this. Just 2 or 3, and that'll be enough to just get the basic details of the page. And then I think I might do a flip flap in here somewhere for my journaling. There's a little bit, we have a few, I cut a few little berries out of the paper that I might put around. I may need more of those, but I only did 3 or 4 maybe. The static. Okay, so you can kind of see like right there. It could be overlapping a little bit. Okay, then maybe some of this. Okay, so see how this right here, this was the edge of the paper, but I went ahead and cut it out because I thought, well, maybe, I don't know if I'll do it on this particular page. It'd work great on a, like a card, maybe. We'll see. I'll leave it there for a minute and see what I've got going on. We've got, I just want to do something a little smaller here and down here different from these two. So I don't need all of this. And yes, I cut way more than I really needed. So, which is fine. Okay, so there's that. There's a full one. There's one with some, I'm going to do that so it's a little bit different. With like some snow on it. There's a full one right there. Okay. And then maybe a little bit more of that. There's that green I talked about. And then do I have another white? I don't know if I have another. White one of those. I think I only cut one. So probably won't do that. How about we do this? Okay, that may be it. I may do some of this, but maybe cut it into pieces so it's not the gigantic piece. And then that'll bring in like all the colors. I think I'm liking that. I even did, let's see, there's another one. I might do, if I had 4, that would be awesome. I don't know that I do. Let me see. Don't think so. I'm going to just put those up there in the corner. Again, I may just cut scissors. Let me find my scissors. Maybe like right there. And okay, so there's a little bit can go up there, and then this little bit can maybe cut off those little pieces. And a little bit coming out from there. All right, so that's down. This may be, I guess it'll be fun if I kind of do it like that. We'll see. Let me do 2, 1, 2, I think is all I need. 2 of those. Let's see if I can get it cut with my mini. I don't have to grab out the big one. That's just to protect my page. And there, that's not long enough. So let's see. I'm going to see if I can do 2 at a time. We'll see if this works or not. Gotta kind of put it at an angle. And let's see if I can get it to go through here. Still kind of struggling with this some. Yes, it doesn't want to go through. Of course, I don't have it lined up like I'm supposed to either. 1 second. There we go. I don't know if it's going to cut through 2 pieces. I think it did. Yay. Okay, there we go. That'll work. Since Stampin' Up's paper's a little bit thicker, don't know if it, there we go. All right, and I'll probably print onto these, and I've got a trick of how to do that. Just what and where, or what, where, when. Probably where, when. Okay. And then I also need to do, I think I'm going to need like a circle, which I don't think I have. Let me see what this is going to fit on best. Let's see if it'll fit. It doesn't quite fit on that. So I think maybe the only one it does is that really big tag, but I don't think I need a tag. So I need something else. I think I need a, yeah, I don't want a big tag over here. Unless I put most of it underneath. I can't really do that, I don't think. Okay, so I think I need a circle. So let's do, don't think I want to do that. Give me 1 second while I find what I want. Don't think that, let me see what that has. Nope. I think I need my stylish shapes, possibly. I don't think I have those right here. That one's not going to be big enough. So give me 1 second. Let me see what. Yeah. So stylish shapes is one of my go-tos because it's stitched similar to this one. So it'll coordinate with it better. So let's see what I want to do. Pretty sure I want a circle. I don't remember which one fits. It may be that really big one. I think it's going to be this one. So it just barely fits on there. So I think I'm going to do that. So I need some, let me see, I need some scrap of French vanilla. So give me a moment while I find some. I think I have, there's maybe, there we go, 1 second. That'll work, there's some. I'm gonna have to cut it down a little bit. I'm just gonna tear it. Okay, so I think it'll fit through here fine. All right, so let's do, let me put this back on, just protecting my page. And now let's try this. So very little stamping is going to happen on this page. It was mostly die cutting, cardstock and pattern paper and vellum. And I think I will do pecan pie. I had it out earlier, so I think it's still sitting here. So I think I can put it up here so it doesn't cover up anything essential. I love the mess I make that I get to clean up afterwards. Okay, so there's, let me make sure I'm kind of like right over that. So I get a smooth, I hope, a smooth surface. Or an even. I've gotten to where I really love the glass mat because it gives me a perfect impression. All right, so right in here, we'll see. Good deal. Okay. So that can go right up in there. I guess when I do my journaling, I might do my journaling on my computer, and I'll see if I can get close to that brown right there. I think I'm gonna tuck these up under the photos so then I don't have to worry about any type of embellishment. Okay, so let's see what I want to. Trying to decide what I want. I want that in the background. Kind of getting to where I like this. I'll eventually figure out what all these tools are best for, like that. Okay. So I'm thinking we'll just tack it down like right there. And let me see how I want all these. Since that's a similar shape, I kind of want to move it over. Okay, I think something kind of like that. So let's do this one. And it's just kind of peeking out like right up here. I'll do the vellum on top. So I think kind of like that. Let overlap there just a tiny bit. And then this little piece, can't see it, that was the little berries that I cut. Just gonna stick it on there. Then we can put a couple of little dots. And then I'm gonna put these on top. I might do some, since they've got holes in it, I might do something with that. All right, so I think I'm going to, I'm gonna put this one on the bottom, this vellum. I'm just putting a little bit of glue, I could do it right here so y'all could see it, around. Let me set that over here so I don't lose it. Oops. All right, so it's going to kind of, we'll just build from there. So this darker one I think I want on the bottom. I think I just fell in love with my that silicone mat. I need to kind of see where these are going to overlap. I think I might want that on top. I'm going to put that next. We're getting close to being done, I think. I'm going to let that go right about there. There's two different sizes of these little branches. That one's a little bit smaller. Okay, this one I'll line up with this and let it kind of go like that, maybe. Didn't use any. And this one I'll do with that one. Maybe like right there. Just barely touching the So there's lots of layers going on down over here, but then I'm just gonna tack these down. I need to do my journaling on it, and then I might lift them up. I'm gonna go to about right there maybe. And I do want them staggered a little bit too. I'll either put a dot on these. I may just do dots. I don't know that I'll do any of that ribbon. All right, so there's a little bit of my when and where. Got that going on. Okay, so the rest of this should come together pretty quickly because I'm just going to kind of follow along with what I did on these other two. Coming out from this is going to have to be over here since that's the same color. We'll overlap this photo just a tiny bit. And then there's that piece. That one can come out over here. And you can just shove it up under there further so it doesn't come off the page. Okay, I'm happy that I brought in that garden green. I really like that. Okay, I will need to find another, or will need to cut eventually another one of these. I need 4. Cluster-wise, I did 4 clusters, but I did them in a zigzag. So I don't think I want it over here, I think. There we go. And then I'll get one to put down here somewhere. And let's do this one. This one I think I will pop up, and I think I'll pop these up too. So let's do a few. So won't take the backing off yet, so I can kind of figure out where I want it to go. And I'm about to call it done. I do want to do a couple of dots. So I think I want it about right there with everything tucked underneath right here. So let's work on that. Again, just a couple little taps. All right, let's pull these out of the way. So I think just like that. And that can go. I'm going to bring that out just a little bit more. Okay, and then we want that dark next. This has been one of my favorite collections, sweets, from Stampin' Up, but even close to my heart in a long time. I wasn't sure about the bells and stuff, but I've gotten to where I really like it. So I've enjoyed playing with this and figuring out different ways. I was thinking, so you could use these right here, or even these. Let me show you. It may be more like this. I think I'm going to end up using these on my beach pages too, because along A1A highway, it had all these, I can't remember, grape something, pine grapes or grape. I don't remember the name of I'll have to find out the name of the plant, the tree. But these were all along it really, really dense, the highway. And so I could do those on some of my beach pages too. So I'm excited about that. All right, and then like poking out, maybe like that. So just, I love all the different greens, and in the springtime really is when I love it. Driving back and forth to from San Angelo. That's my hometown. And in the springtime, that's one of my favorite things, is seeing all the different colors of greens. So I'll do it about right there. A little bit of that, and I just will stick this on right now. And where do I want it? Like right up in here maybe? I think so. All right, let's find a couple of embellishments real quick. Do I want red or probably these? And I think since I've done so many of the pecan pie, I could do a mixture of them. But I think I'm gonna do the pearl is what it's called. So let's just do a few of those randomly around. We have two different sizes. It's like a ribbon design on the inside that you can see. I'll do a small one with this up here. I'll do it on the green. That'll just help it stand out a little bit more. And then add a small one up here with the paper berries. Do something similar down here. So I think I accomplished where I brought in all the colors all the way around. Okay, and then I guess I'll do like one of these down here. So we'll put this one like right here. That way I'll have room for that. Alrighty, so, over here. Whoops. I don't know where that went. That is going to wrap up today's Make It Monday. And I do think I think I'm going to sneak in a flip flap in here. And I might do some other stuff. I did talk about doing a border around here. I might do that. I have a pin that's similar to this. That's a thin pin. So I may have a few other embellishments or things that I'm going to do along with my journaling I need to finish. So I'll share the final project here on YouTube in the community section when I'm done, and then also over on Instagram and Facebook. And if you have any questions about anything, let me know. I appreciate you joining me today. So sorry I couldn't make it live on Facebook, but I'll figure that out before Wednesday, I hope. If you have any questions, let me know. Be sure to check out the link to my hostess code. Don't forget about bonus days. That ends on Wednesday, July 31st, where you earn $5 for every $50 you spend through my Stampin' Up website. And there's the website right there. So if you don't have the hostess code, no big deal, but I just appreciate when you use that and you're purchasing less than $150, then that helps me with my craft along class, purchasing products for that, and also creating the kits that go along with that. So thank you all so much for joining me. I hope y'all have a great week. I will see y'all again on Wednesday for Story and Sketch here on YouTube and on Facebook at 10 a.m. Central Time. So have a great week. See y'all soon, hopefully. Bye. Thanks, Debbie.